Urgent message.
Eisenstein, what's the kind? I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. And they called me to get the message. Alright? Thanks. Bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been, so problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial tone to call you. So this is my fourth location, and the phone went through. I could have talked earlier because it was right there. So if you haven't gone this week, call me back. Thanks. Bye. Just wanted to say goodnight anyway. Alright,
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. All right, bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
This is B. Please give me a call when you get this message. It's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you, and not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk. Not being able to do those things, I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing. And I need to talk to you. So call me and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing and all that, whatever you need to do, and call me because I want to talk to you. I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am, so that you know. Bye.
To say thank you for letting me have a couple of days to actually think about what freaking happened the other night. Anyway, it was so funny how I had my whole mind made up on, when you leave your ass alone, I just felt like you was trouble. And it's so interesting how vibe is, because I was right, I ain't gonna lie, I do have questions. I'm like, how do you do that? Who taught you that? Are you a goddamn professional? So on a real note, that was amazing. It was totally, perfect. If I were to vision what I want my man to be sexually, you would be that person, hands down. Am I mad at you? Hell yeah, because you know that you got those skills. So for you to do that to me, that was not nice at all. Because I was getting to know you in a whole different way, and it was cool too. That other way was also nice, So I don't know. It makes me more curious about who you are and what you're really about. I won't lie, But again, I keep feeling that vibe of how you gonna do me like that? That is not nice. So you definitely, at some point, will have to give me that explanation, because I'm just real curious. But that's it. I'm not, in any way needing anything else. I think I'm okay. I'm staying away from you. I'm still gonna stick to that one. But I definitely want to know. I'm dude, are you on TV?
Robert Frank. and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
I'm Tyrone, and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve Dean Williams. So get on board, long dick style.
This is Debo. Steve the Dean Williams, give me your chain, punk. Yeah, sleep with your lights on. I still got the bicycle. Much love, Steve. Do what you do. God bless.
Yo, cupcakes. This is C.T. Fletcher, and you're listening to the Man Mindset Dating Show for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
The following program is rated MAN. It contains real game, learning your value as a man, original ways to have her face in the pillow and her ass up in the air. I'm talking her knees pushed so far back, it's touching her shoulders. Touching her without touching her. Having a woman respecting your every move. Buying you gifts. Cooking and cleaning with a smile. And knowing her place at the table. So, for all you human males, cupcakes, surface dwellers, and grass-eating lions, your discretion is advised. Meaning, if you don't like the truth, then go find a show that helps you cuddle, complain, and cry about women. Just get the fuck out of here.
Yo, listen up, young player. Steve's got the remedy. For all your dating questions, the game will set you free. Hey, you wanna know about the game, you wanna be in the know. Yeah, yeah, teaching you life as a man, help you to stick to the code. Yeah, yeah, and we just keeping it real. Pulling these women is really a skill. Know how to talk and know how to move. Leveling up and we help you improve. You got the number, you look like a player, you seeing the success. Hey, closing the deal, that's really major, but what do you do next? Hey, we here to help, no need to worry, little homie, so don't stress. Helping with life, more than tips and giving advice. I know you gon' like. It's time for your elevation. When it come to love and dating, we got the keys. Let's get you rolling. It ain't no need for waiting.
What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Dean. Not a long show, man. We got a pineapple show later on tonight, so I want to chop it up with y'all real quick. Lines are open if y'all want to call in. 833-859-8344 is the number, gentlemen, if you want to call in. Shout everybody in there, guys. Let's go ahead and get it, guys. Show being brought to you by the book here, The Man Mindset. This book here. Y'all can check it out. Links and all that other stuff. But let's get into the show, man. I want to shout everybody out. Hope everybody's doing good and stuff like that. We're gonna have a quick show, okay? And want you guys to actually learn some game and stuff like that. So I don't know why you're asking me if you should call in. The number is there. If you want to fucking call in, dog. Come on, man. Chill the fuck out. Call in if you need to call in, man. Don't ask for permission. But anyway, we got a pineapple show for you guys later on. But we want to talk about today for a lot of you guys out there that's feeling a certain kind of way because a lot of you guys feel like the world is not working the way you want it to work and stuff like that. So we want to actually talk about and discuss that with you guys today, and hopefully we can give you a different perspective of, as we always say, the game, but a different perspective of seeing things. So let me put that in right there. Okay, yeah, just a different perspective on the game and stuff like that for many of you guys out there. For many of you guys out there, a lot of you feel a certain way because, and again, it always comes down to the way that you interpret and the way that you actually see yourself. And basically how your attitude and how you move as men influence all your outcomes. And it also influences the things that you experience as men. And for many of you guys out there, y'all are looking at the game actually the wrong way. I know a lot of y'all y'all want relationships. Some of you guys want women. Some of you guys are looking for marriage. Some of you guys are looking for Mrs. Right and things like that. But many of you guys get frustrated because many of you guys feel like everything that you're trying isn't working out well for you. And that's what we want to talk about real quick. We ain't going to be too long on this, but we definitely want to kind of talk on it. Guys, lines are open if you guys want to call in. But most of you guys don't understand all the attitudes and all the thoughts that you have and all the things that you feel about yourself, gentlemen. It always begins with a thought. You see what I'm saying? A thought. And what has happened for many of you guys out here is that these thoughts that you have just about your lives and all this other stuff begins with actually feeling. These are impulses and feelings that you feel when most of you guys are always, I always tell you guys that you are always being told and taught how to move, how to think, and how to feel. And also how the red pills, manospheres, and all that other stuff influence and shape your thoughts. And for many of you guys, you feel like you're like a fish out of water and you're always trying to figure your way in this world. Now, again, we're getting very close to August and the new year where all the women are going to come in and all this other stuff. But we've got to look at influence and we've got to look at how things shape your thoughts and your circumstances. And all the beliefs that you have, okay, all the beliefs and everything that you feel about yourself, exactly when you feel worthless, when you feel that I'm not good enough, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get the women on the apps? Why is it when I go on dates, it doesn't work out? Why is it when I go to bars and clubs, things don't work out well for me? Well, for many of you guys out here, when you have a thought process, gentlemen, and a belief about something, okay, what happens to many of you guys out there is that sometimes just because you believe it or you create the expectation that it should happen for you, it normally doesn't happen for you. And it's something that is very discouraging for many of you guys out here. All of your thoughts, gentlemen, and everything you think about, especially when it comes to the game, is just a result of your life. So everything that you are right now for many of you guys and everything that you think about yourself is just a combination of everything from the moment of that thought to which you were at conception, everything that's happening in high school, junior high school, and college for many of you guys out there. The question right here, he says, how can you position yourself to set up a date after a woman texts you, I miss you? Well, here's the problem, GP. The problem is that the lack of experience that you have is not the problem of setting up a date. It's actually going on a date. If you don't know how to talk and communicate to a woman, then I'm just letting you know the date is not going to end up the way you want to because of your inexperience. Your inexperience, the lack that you know how to communicate, the lack that you don't have any manly type skills is why everything is not going to work out for you. So a woman texts you that she misses you, and yet you can't set up a date from a woman telling you I miss you shows that I don't think maybe you should go on a date. I think you should just leave that woman alone and let her find a man that knows exactly what he's doing, because that doesn't make any sense. I can't make sense of somebody that gets a text message from a woman that says that they miss you, buddy, and you can't set up the date. Why can't you just set the date up? Well, there's no position in setting up a date. If the woman says, I miss you, tell her and set up the date. I don't understand what is so hard and why. And again, gentlemen, this is why most of you guys are the way you are, because most of you guys think that everything has to be complicated and everything is just really terrible and hard to do. The woman says, I miss you, and you're asking me how to set up a date. I mean, do I hold your hand? I don't understand. I'm not trying to be a dick here, but what you're saying doesn't make any sense, sir. It doesn't make any sense at all, okay? And that's all I'm saying. So for many of you guys out here, for a lot of you out here, The attitudes that you have are based upon the influences of everybody but yourself. And when a man doesn't have a standard for himself and a man doesn't see himself as the prize, as I always try to show you guys, it's hard to win in this world when you expect everybody to see you as something you can't even see in yourself. And based off of your perspectives of the world, your opinions, your beliefs, and everything in between that, the problem is for most of you guys, you take all those things and then you add on all the people who have actually laid thoughts on you. So listen to me, it's not bad. I don't want you to get mad at your peers, parents, teachers, mentors, or anything like that. That's not where the problem's coming in at, okay? What we've got to do is we've got to focus on the worthlessness. What is it about me that I feel that I'm not worthy of? And that's what we have to kind of tap into. It's not the feeling of worthlessness. It's the feeling of thought patterns that you have based upon your self-importance. Most of you guys feel that, you know what, I deserve, or why is he getting all the women and I can't even get one? Why is he dating all the women and no one talks to me? No one texts me. No one reaches out to me. But let's look at it, okay? Let's look at it. Let's break it down and have more of an understanding of all your beliefs and all your attitudes and the processes that you take. Everything that you do is going to have a determination of where you're actually going to go. And the thing for many of you guys, no matter what you think of, see, beautiful thing about game doesn't look at the world as problems. Our mindset, we're always looking at solutions for everything. But where we fail to connect the dots for you, a lot of you young men, okay? Because I know a lot of you feel setbacks. I'm going to talk about that. But the reason why we have all those things, it's not the setback, it's not the women, it's not the fact of the dating and all this other stuff. It's actually the thought, the attitude, and the feeling that you bring to the situation that makes a difference in everything you do. So if a woman doesn't want to date me, I don't give a fuck. But if a woman says no to you, the attitude that you present to a woman making a free choice. Remember, guys, we can't force women to like us. We can't force women to want to be with us, and nor should you ever try to care for that, okay? Mac asked a question. Hold on a second. How many messages should you add between the woman before setting up the date? 3 messages, and just don't talk to her? No, All right. So let me explain something, Mac, over here. Because of my experience and because what I created, okay, and this kind of ties in everything. See, Mac, you're not creating anything to draw the woman in to say that, wow, this motherfucker is someone I want to spend time with. This is someone I want to see. See, what you're doing is you're trying to cheat the game. See, you want to set up the date, but then you want to scurry and run under your damn dress because you know that you are not an interesting person. Now, listen, gentlemen, it's okay not to be an interesting person. It's okay. But what is not okay is realizing you're not an interesting person and you don't do a motherfucking thing about it. But sit there and set something up and then run away from it and think I don't know why see, this is why, again, tonight's, we do the Pineapple Show, but this is why all of this is important, because all you're trying to do, like those guys on the Pineapple Show, Mac, with all due respect, is that all you're doing is you're trying to hide the fact that you don't know how to flirt. You're hiding the fact that you have no passion, no sense of mystery, no sense of authenticity, no sense of confidence, and all you want to do is cover it up and count the days down. I'm not saying talk to a woman all day, every day, but when you are interesting and when a woman is interested in you, young man, they're going to reach out to you. They're going to ask you how your day is. They're going to want to involve you in your day. But if you're running away from somebody you're trying to get close to, hoping that, well, wait till I get on the date, like the other guy who couldn't even set up the date, then you're already fucked. Why even go on the date? You're just setting yourself up for failure. You're just setting yourself up for a downfall. And it's crazy to me. I don't understand. Why do you guys why set up a date with a woman? Okay. Why set up a date with a woman and then just disappear as if there are no other guys trying to talk to her? As if you think she's going to just sit around and wait for you to come around. And the game, it doesn't work that way, guys. The game doesn't work that, okay? That's what we're saying, okay? That's what we're saying out there, okay? You're saying, what is the display dress in the window analogy? It's a very simple one. The thing about the dress, the purse, and the shoes is that they don't take women out on dates. They don't kiss the woman's ass. They don't try to impress her or please her. What they say is that if you buy me, I'm going to take away your insecurities, your low self-worth, your low self-esteem, and I'm going to make you feel good. I don't have to, if you don't want me, goodbye, somebody else will get me. And that's the thing about the game. Most of you guys out there are displaying an individual that cannot, remember guys, you're trying to talk to this woman because you want to have some kind of a sexual something with this woman. But how can you have anything sexual with a woman when you are not even authentic, or you hide from yourself, run away from yourself, or you don't believe in yourself? And it's no knock on you guys because you don't believe in yourself. It's just, come on, man. It's just what we're trying to show you young men here in all of this is that you've got to have more of an understanding of how the game works. Most of you guys right now, because the way you feel right now is because you see all the problems that stand between you and the goal. Like the guy that's asking about, the guy that just Mac asked about the woman and stuff like that. Okay. Most of you guys out here, man, are not understanding. And Lamar, please don't be a dumbass, sir. Sir, please don't be a dumbass. I mean, don't you understand? Can you leave fucking women alone at work? Can you leave fucking women alone at the gym? Why do you guys think the job or the gym is a club? Leave the women alone and stop trying to talk to women, dog. That's weird and creepy, dog. It shows a lack of game that you have, man. That's some sucker shit. But anyway, so what I say for many of you guys out here, most of you guys, like Mac, wants to play it safe. All you want to do is you just want to take one step forward and then run and scurry under the bed and hope everything works itself out. It doesn't work that way. Asking for a date and going up to a woman has nothing to do with the game at all. Nothing at all. Okay? Nothing. But for many of you guys, y'all put too much into women and stuff. B says, what's the difference? What's the difference between talking to a woman and talking at her? Well, you'll learn what talking at a woman is. Talking at a woman is what you'll see later on tonight in the Pineapple Show. Asking her a bunch of boring ass questions that have nothing to do with anything. What do you do for a living? What are you looking for? When was your last relationship? That's talking at a woman. A man makes statements. That's when he's talking to. He is making statements to show the woman there are things about me that I can display in the way I talk to you. And what I'm saying is that when you talk at a woman, she is going to recognize by the conversation, asking a bunch of boring questions, that you have self-doubt, you are indecisive, you actually are not assertive, you are boring, you're not interesting. And then she's going to start to calculate why. I can see why women don't even fuck with you in the first place, because you're not interesting at all. Asking a woman a bunch of questions, it hurts every day. Why do you ask the questions? No, you want to show the woman through how you talk to her that I'm a man that has passion, that I am playful, I have spontaneity, I'm alluring, I'm charismatic, I've got a lot of creativity. I am that guy. And this is what the game teaches you. But you can't learn that from the outside sitting down. And this is where a lot of guys go wrong. You can't learn how to be that guy because most of you guys are not trying to master who you are. You're sitting around making everything. You make the woman the priority. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's not bad that you make the woman something, but you should never make the woman the priority because what happens is you begin to become nervous. And when you become nervous around a woman, you start to feel that you have to do more things than what you have to even do. But most of you guys don't realize, as I'm trying to say, all you guys out there, I want you guys out there to actually learn how to sell yourself. But the sales that you have to do, okay, because we want to get to the root of all this stuff. I don't want you to sell yourself to anybody first but you. The number one person that you have to influence, the number one person that you have to trust, and the number one person that you have to understand, gentlemen, is the man in the mirror. You must develop a strong, recognizable identity for yourself, meaning this is who I am. I know what I am, and I know what I want. And many of you guys don't know this. And there are guys, don't worry, guys. There are guys who are 30, 40, 50. They just don't know who they are, why they are, because they don't know how to present themselves to women because they look at the world as a frustrating place. They look at the dating market as frustrating. They look at everything around them as, well, it's hard to actually win in this game. A lot of people actually think it's hard. And I'm not saying, okay, guys, I'm not throwing this in your faces and saying that it's going to be easy for you. But what we ask you guys out here, a woman needs to not see you. You don't want, again, in the game, you've got to show her another layer behind the average guy. And that is a man who has a commitment to himself. A man that is committed to himself is going to maintain a high standard without wavering who he is. This is who I am, like the dress. You remember the guy asked me about the dress. The guy that asked me about the dress. Gentlemen, what I'm saying for all you guys out here, which he needs to see without, you remember, guys, you don't have to, a lion doesn't have to say, hey, I'm a lion. You know what I mean? And a woman can recognize certain things in a man. And the things that she can't recognize in an average person, passion, having a deep love for what you do. Many of you guys are ashamed of what you do. I'm not saying what you do for a living, but what you do. Because you feel that the world is always judging you. Yes, gentlemen, let me tell you something. The world is always going to judge you. That's what the humans do. They are always going to watch you, monitor you, and judge you, and get mad at you, and hate you, and love you, and like you, and whatever. The world is going to do whatever the fuck the world is going to do. A woman needs to see a man that says, I don't give a fuck what the world thinks. We should never, ever worry about what the world does to us or think about us. The thing that we have to be able to do is not adapt to the situation, not adapt to the woman, but adapt to the person that is actually evolving in the mirror. See, the world gives you a lie and tells you guys that we've got to listen to all these YouTubes and listen to all these women tell you all these things that browbeat you. You turn on YouTube and what is a woman saying? Man, I want somebody 8 foot tall, and you're what? 5'9", 5'4", and you're already saying, damn, that's fucked up. I want a man that makes this kind of money. And what you're saying is, man, that's fucked up. I don't even make that kind of money. But I want you guys to see what your mind is doing to you. And this is very important. Think about this. Just think. That is a woman that you may never meet in your lifetime. So why do you give a fuck what she wants? And listen to me. I want to take a moment. I want y'all to think about this. And I'm going to give you an exercise to do. When this show is over, I want you to go on YouTube and I want you to find or Instagram or TikTok and find any woman complaining or any woman out there asking for something that you feel that you can't provide. And I want you to just take a moment and take a step back. And I want you to realize, damn, she almost got me. This is why you feel worthless, because you're putting your worth into a complete stranger who you'll never meet in your lifetime. And even if you met her, why would you give a fuck what she says? Does that make any sense? And that's why, let me get another question here. Wait, let me see here. What is the fear of success? I've heard you talk. The fear of success is when a woman gives you some play and you don't know what the fuck to do. You get scared. You said that build on a rocky foundation, always fall and fail, is building the king foundation and build. Wait, what? Hold on. You said that building on a rocky foundation. I don't even know what that means. Will always fall over and fail. Is building the king. Okay, okay. Tonio, you've got to stop doing this thing that you motherfuckers do all the time and then wonder why you are always depressed, sad, and feel worthless. Stop trying to solve you in one sentence. An answer is not going to solve the many fucked up things you have about yourself. I'm just showing you. I appreciate the question, but this show, your mind just fucked you. What does that answer matter to a young man that doesn't believe in himself, to a young man that cannot lead himself, to a young man that doesn't understand himself, to a young man who can't even explain himself to himself? What does that question matter? And I understand you're asking it, but why? Tell me what it matters. How is that going to make a dent or a change in the person who doesn't have any self-worth? How is that question going to help you? And that's, gentlemen, this is what I'm calling. This is why I keep telling y'all, you got to think and you got to actually be careful about how you allow your mind to lead you to destruction. Okay? How do you make the switch to not being scared, to be in the spotlight? Dog, everybody can't be a lion. Sometimes you just gotta stay and accept what you are and stop trying to fight it. It's no switch. If you don't feel that the spotlight is on you 25 hours, 8 days a week, then get out the game, dog. I don't even understand, what does that question even mean? What does that even matter? I don't understand. And it's not knocking you, okay? But what I'm saying for all you guys out there, I just want you young men to actually think about something for a second. I want y'all to understand that the thing that y'all are not looking at in your mind is that the obstacle will never be the woman. The obstacle is not the date. The obstacle comes down to how you think about yourself in that reality. So what I'm trying to get y'all to do is separate yourself from the reality. And this is the thing, it's so hard for you to do, because your mind has got you thinking that you are in this bubble called YouTube, and every woman that says something bad that doesn't line up to what you believe in, she's talking about you. That's the trick of the mind, gentlemen, to create obstacles to make sure that you actually don't get on your journey, because it doesn't want you to actually realize your self-worth and your value. So what it does is it sets up challenges, and it sets up rivers and gullies and bridges that are broken, and it makes you feel like you can't reach a certain point. So what your mind forces you to do is go, okay, when you're feeling down, what does your mind tell you to do? It tells you to go on YouTube, type up something called motivation, watch it, and it's going to give you a bump of feel good. But a bump of feel good from an outside source is not a bump at all. It's a lie. Versus, wait a second, I'm not feeling good about myself. Fuck that motivation. What the fuck is going on with me? What's the problem? See, most of you guys out here, when you are not one thought, one mind, one way, and this is why we always teach you about the game, is that all your unhelpful habits, because you have them, all of your fears, because you have them, and all your limited beliefs, because you create them, have nothing to do with women, have nothing to do with dating, has nothing to do with anything outside your door, gentlemen. It has everything to do with you. And nobody wants to tell you that, because you guys are nothing but the habits you create. Thus, all the habits that you're creating, you're in the neighborhood of poor me. I'm just not good enough. I'm too short. I'm too ugly. I'm too fat. So everything that I build on that foundation are the things that's actually going to hold you back and actually, gentlemen, hold you down. If you think about it, gentlemen, I'm trying to break this down so y'all guys can have understanding. I want to make sure the lines are open, gentlemen. If you want to call in, lines are open, gentlemen. But as I was saying before, to you guys to understand what I'm trying to get y'all to see right now is, don't see it from my perspective. I'm trying to show you guys. There are guys, gentlemen, a lot of you guys out here, everything that you are and everything you create is based upon how you feel, okay? And what we're saying to you guys is this. For you to trigger her emotions, you must master your fucking emotions. Okay. I know when I'm saying emotions, well, yes, I'm not saying, master being happy and master being sad. No, I'm talking about being emotional. It is okay to have emotions, gentlemen. Don't try to hold or control emotions. We're saying, when I say emotional, that is something a woman is triggering in you by something she's doing, something you're feeling. Gentlemen, it's okay to feel happy when you're in a good mood. And if you're not in a good mood, it's okay. That has nothing to do with the woman. See, that has everything to do with how you feel about yourself. Emotional comes in when another party and when two realities come together. That means when you meet a woman. That means when you see a woman. That means when you want to talk to a woman, when you want to text a woman, when you want to date a woman, when you want to call a woman, when you want to even try to fuck a woman. That's where this emotional thing comes in at. That's where the problem goes awry. Because most of you guys don't understand. It is not your emotions that shape your world. Because feeling what you feel has nothing to do with anything. It's when you feel something based off of somebody else is where the problem comes in at. And that thing right there shapes all your fucking decisions that you make right now, the ones that you make tomorrow, and the ones you make next week based upon somebody else. That means a woman is fucking you over, but she's not fucking you over. Hold on, time out, because if you don't, I want to make sure that we skate lightly, because this is not a woman bashing type thing. Arthur, what's going on, sir? How can I help you, man? What's up?
Hey, this is Arthur. How you doing, Mr. Steve?
Well, can you speak up a little bit, brother, so they can hear you? What's going on, Arthur?
Hey, man. It's really a question about work. It's kind of related to what you were just talking about with emotional aspect, letting people from the outside
Yes, sir.
affect. Um, so if somebody that you work with, they do things that affects you and your job, and that gets to you because it does get to me. I will be honest.
Okay, but
I
wait a
do
second.
get
Hold on, wait,
annoyed
wait.
by
Are
it.
you the boss?
No, sir. I'm not the boss.
Okay. Are you the manager of the group?
No, sir.
So
The step
okay,
below.
okay. Remember, the system as a whole won't function if if a subsystem part doesn't work. So whoever's not doing their fucking job, first thing I would do is I would talk to them because you're fucking up my money. You see what I'm saying? What you're
Right.
not doing is fucking up my money, and you ain't gonna fuck my money up. So if you want to continue to
Okay.
do what it is you're doing, I want to make sure, and this is not, you're not snitching. You need to talk to your manager. Don't win any names. Listen, I'm trying to do my job, but I cannot do my job when such and such, when there are other people in this group that are not doing their job because it reflects on me. You see what I'm saying? You're allowed to have
Yes,
that
sir.
conversation. So what's up?
Unfortunately, sir, the type of job that I'm in, the manager he's not the type of guy that will make anything happen. I've already
Well,
talked to the
then
guy
go to
about it.
human resources, dog. Go above him. Go to human resources or get another job or accept what you're doing, dog. Y'all, you listen,
Right. Okay.
there's always a solution, young man. We
Yes, sir.
can't sit in here and get mad at a lazy motherfucker and a lazy manager. Fuck that. Your money's important to you. If he's not going to listen, go to his boss. And if they're not going to listen, go to HR. And if they don't listen, find another fucking job or stay there, dog. We can't sit and wallow in self-pity and expect everything to work because we want it to work, big guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got to let your nuts dry. Listen, I know this. I'm saying, I know how it is relying on somebody else. It fucking sucks. But if your manager isn't managing, then you have every right to either talk to his boss, have a meeting with him and his boss, have a meeting with him and his boss at HR and find out, wait, listen, what this person is doing is affecting my work. And if it's affecting my work, I don't want to lose my job over somebody else if somebody's not getting managed. So sometimes you got to go at the manager in a respectful way, of course, but you gotta stand up for yourself. But I don't want you to lose your job. Listen, I'm just giving you ideas. I'm not telling you what to do.
No worries, sir.
Yeah,
And, this is the
yeah.
job where I got my first apartment, man. So it's like fuck, man. It's like if I lose this one, then I'm back at square one.
Well,
dude.
no, I understand that, young man. And I'm just saying that whatever your job you're doing, it is very important to tell your manager, I cannot perform my job up to my task or standard because of some people in the job. They're not, it's like, 1, 2, and 3. I'm the 2 pig, and we can't get the 3 corrected if one is not doing the right thing. Then it falls on me and it makes it look like I'm not doing my job. Just listen, what you need to do is pull your manager aside, ask him you go out to lunch and have a powwow with him or beer later on and talk to him. You just got to communicate. All this comes down to communication, okay, Biddy? About Biddy, bro.
Yes, sir.
Does that make any sense?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
All right, well, we'll throw you back in. Thank you, sir. Respect to you. All right, let's continue the show. We was talking about emotion and how to master it. So, gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying. Gentlemen, it's okay to be happy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be whatever the fuck you are and what you want to be. What is not okay is feeling worthless or feeling that you're not good enough based upon the interpretation of something or somebody outside of you. As I said before, having emotions is okay. You should have emotions. That's a normal thing. What is not manly and not normal is being emotional. And that's what we're talking about, okay? See, it's always not happens to us. It's not about what happens to us. It's how we respond what happens to us determines the results that we experience and what we do, okay? And how you respond directly is going to be the influence, gentlemen, of how you choose to interpret the events and circumstances in your life. Meaning that it's okay. If you don't know yourself, you can work on that. That's an easy, if all you guys listen, that's okay. You can work on yourself. But never in the game allow a woman to validate who you are. That's why most of you guys, when you see women, you are nervous, you're scared, you're worried, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do. And that's because of the lack of influence you have on yourself. The game is nothing about your influence that you have on yourself. Period. I'm being dead ass honest with you. A woman will never influence me to do anything. I am my own source of inspiration, and I am my own source of influence. And gentlemen, I'm not the only one. So this is not like some magical thing. It is always a choice to actively manage how you feel when you're with or around a woman. Remember, when your reality crosses into another reality, whoever has control over their emotions is always going to be running whatever that fucking reality is. And here's the problem. And this is why women will always run that reality, because they are the fucking masters. They are the masters of masters, queen of queens, god of gods when it comes to fucking emotions. You can never, ever outdo a woman in the realm of emotions. You will never do it. You'll never win, because she's the master of that shit. And when you are coming in emotional, she already knows what she's going to do to you. She doesn't even fucking respect you, gentlemen. You see what I'm saying? And this is not a knock on women. It's not. Listen to what I'm saying. When you meet a woman and you play on her level, which is emotions, she knows, listen, she has emotions, but she's supposed to be emotional. That's what makes her a woman. Her ups and her downs, her roller coaster rides of laughing and crying, drinking wine, petting her cat vittles, reading a book, crying herself to sleep, eating some chocolate cake or some ice cream, or watching a Lifetime We channel, whatever the fuck women do that they do. I don't give a fuck. But where the fuck comes in at, gentlemen, is when you come into her world with no leadership. You come in her world worried, nervous, feeling worthless. Now, I'm not saying women are worthless. What I'm saying is a woman can recognize a worthless male. A woman can recognize a fearful male. A woman can recognize that, you know what, there is no leadership skills with you. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to you guys out there. And that's what I'm trying to get you young men to see. Women need to see things in you that they cannot see in themselves, and that is having structure to be able to lead, to be committed. See, women need to feel that commitment. They need to see a man that has discipline, that is a master of his fucking emotions. And what I'm saying to you guys is that most of you guys, your feelings of yourself, you limit yourself by the limiting emotions that you experience on a daily basis. And these things provide you as like a guiding mechanism on how you're supposed to move. You shouldn't feel self-worth. And I'm not saying it's like for you guys, you shouldn't, but you feel that way. So now we're here. So how do we do this? How do we fix this? How do we change this thing? What we've got to do is we've got to eliminate the one thing that is creating the self-worthlessness, and that is judging these motherfucking women on what they say, what they think, and what they do. and we ain't even fucking with them. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. We're too busy out here judging women. We're too busy getting mad at what women feel. Aren't women allowed to feel what they want to feel? Aren't women allowed to say what they fucking want to say? Gentlemen, this is the thing that y'all learn about the game. And this is what's so cool about it. And this is why you always scratch your heads and say, Steve, why don't you get mad at a woman that says she wants a specific kind of guy? Steve, why don't you get mad when a woman has all these demands and all these things where you got to take me out to dinner and you got to take me on a date and you got to do this and you got to do that? Why don't you get mad at all that shit? Because, gentlemen, she ain't talking about me, dog. She talking about you motherfuckers. I can't get mad at a woman that has created a reality based upon average guys who are quite emotional, quite effeminate, and quite soft. So you are forcing her to be the man in all this to make the demands. That's why they're making all the demands, because every male that she has come across and run around has always worshiped her so much that they're saying, what can I do to get you? What can I do to be around you? What can I do to get you to like me? What can I do to get you to be my friend? What can I do to get you to be attracted to me? What can I do to get you to spend time with me? What can I do to get you to open your legs for me? And that's where y'all are fucking up. You're too busy trying to get her to do shit versus be that motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. But in all of this, what I'm saying for many of you guys, and this is why we got to talk about this, okay? We got to look at what it is how it is you're looking at yourself and what women see. Now, remember, guys, this is what they're going to see on the Pineapple Show. But please get this, understand this. The reason why you feel low self-worth, and the reason why you have low self-esteem, the reason why you beat yourself up are because some of these things right here. When a woman comes into play, most of you guys get this thing called discomfort. And that's one of the hugest things. Gentlemen, the moment a woman can recognize discomfort in you, that means that you are worried, you are uncomfortable with who you are. When you start to feel discomfort, that means you move off of what you are and you kind of want to hide who you are because of how you're feeling, okay? What's happening to many of you guys out here, a lot of you guys feel discomfort. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Let me see. She said, Steve, put a question next time, April. But when a guy always asks why, a man doesn't ask that shit. And if a guy asks you why me, I'd let him go. If I was you, I'd let him go. Okay, you know what I mean? I would stay away. A man doesn't ask why me. I know why me. The question is, why you? And that's not being disrespectful, April. That's how a man acts. A man doesn't say why me. A man says why you. He wants to know why you, not why me, okay? But I understand what you're saying right there. And if you guys got a question, please put a Q, and I just want to make sure I answer. I've been work, but you got a question, please put a Q. But what I'm saying to many of you guys, y'all are feeling discomfort. But where does the discomfort come from? Where does all these things that I'm about to talk about come from? Gentlemen, your self-worth can be fixed, but it's time to do something that you're not ready to do. Choice is yours. I can't force you to do it. Every man has his own kingdom, and every man has a throne that he can sit on. Yeah, if you choose to sit on it or not, it's not up to me. You have a throne. The thing is, you have to make a decision. Do you want to sit on that throne to make all the decisions? Or do you just want to sit on the sideline and have a woman make the decision for you? That's the first question you got to ask yourself. Because sitting on that throne means that, you know what? It is going to help you map out everything that goes on in your life because you're king. You're king. That means you, for the first time, you are a somebody to yourself. Gentlemen, I don't give a fuck if I'm somebody to anybody. As long as I know I'm somebody to myself, that's all I care about. I don't give a I'm not trying to be somebody to anybody because I don't spend my somebody time around nobodies. But what I'm saying to you guys, for all you young men out here, you just got to make a decision. And this is no. And let me stop right here because most of you guys are not ready for this decision because most of you guys are not ready for the crown. Now, most of you guys are not ready what comes with the crown, and that is nothing but decision making for the realm. And what is the realm? Your mindset. Listen, I'm taking women out of this equation right now. The decision, if you are ready to turn around your life, there's the throne right in front of you. But you can't sit on that throne if you are indecisive. You cannot do it because your mind will fucking flip and it will fuck you over for the rest of your life. So don't, I'm telling y'all, what I'm saying is that right now you're not on the throne because there's somebody inside your mind running your fucking life because he's on the throne. You want to know why? He's making all the decisions for you. He's telling you how good you are, how your self-worth is when he decides to give it to you. He's sitting on your throne right now. But what I'm saying to all you guys out there, when you start to learn the game, you have no choice but to sit on the throne. You have no choice but to map out your actions and your consequences for your actions, and you live with it. You know what? The consequences of me allowing a woman to come in my world and she says no, what are the consequences? What? She's not interested? She's going to tell me she has a boyfriend? She's not going to talk to me at all? Those are the consequences? So fucking what? But the consequences will never outweigh the action and drive a man has because a man does everything at 100. Consequences don't matter to a man because the consequences don't define me. The consequences are the right a woman has to not be interested in me. So whatever her interest is or isn't, which is actually a consequence, is none of my fucking business. I don't give a fuck because the drive and action for me to do what I want is so great. It supersedes all consequences. I don't look at fear and I don't believe in rejection. I keep telling you that shit ain't even real. But if I want to achieve what I am, I've got to shape my own destiny. In other words, I decide my fate. I decide what I want to do. I decide if I want to talk to her. I decide if she is worthy of my time, my attention, my respect, and my dick. I get to decide that because I'm sitting on my throne. And when a woman recognizes a motherfucker that's sitting on the throne, they move differently. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. Y'all think all these women act the same because all you see in your reality are the same women acting off of how you're moving with yourself. And what I'm saying to you guys, I don't care how big, small it is, okay? What I'm saying, every decision you're going to make from your throne is going to shape the life that you have. And are you ready to take on that challenge? Because if you're not, allow whoever's running your life right now to sit on the throne and walk all over you and tell you what to do. Because most of you guys out there, that's all you're doing. You're allowing everything around you to live your life for you. You're allowing, listen, you look at a woman, yeah, she looks good. Okay. All right, cool. But what does that got to do with anything? Why put emotion or have this emotional swing? Because remember, you're allowed to have emotions. But the moment you see a woman and you start to have doubt, fear, worry, anxiety, and all these fucking emotional things, that means that that woman is triggering something in you. That means she's triggering it in you. And then for most of you guys out there, because she triggers it in you, you have to have her validate you to feel good about yourself. And men don't do that. Look. The thing about a man is that, listen, at the end, the thing that you've got to see on the The throne that I'm trying to tell you about. Every move and every decision that you make. There are going to be decisions that you can make when it comes to you. That means you can make 100% of those things. All right. Okay. But when you don't have any game, then there are decisions that women are going to make for you. They decide if they want to talk to you. They decide if you get a one-word answer versus a emoji or something like that. They will make the decisions for you, all right? But as a man, the decisions that you make, you got to be able to make them for the betterment of yourself. Everything that you guys do and everything that you are to yourselves are based upon somebody else's decision. Most unfortunately, women. Most of the influence that you have is based on a woman that you are interested in and know nothing about. You know nothing about. Question here. So the women you say have game, you're saying that they're the ones that know themselves. No. Women are going through a lot of shit. That's none of my business. What I'm saying is that the reason why they are gamed up is because they know the power of their pussy versus an individual who knows no power of the dick whatsoever, number one. And then you take number two, that a woman who is emotional, who rules that domain, she rules that universe of that galaxy called emotion. You will never, ever, ever. It's like this. You never go into this strip club trying to pick up a stripper because that's her domain. You can't fuck with her in that building. In that building, she is the top motherfucking woman in there because she getting all these guys to do whatever the fuck she wants them to do. She's in control. So when you go into this world of hers, emotional, you are playing checkers to her chess. That means she knows every move you're going to make. She knows how you feel. She knows what you can do and what you can't do. She is in control when you go in there. So what I'm saying to you, that's where she has the game. She knows herself. She may not have the best self-worth, and she may be an up and down roller coaster. That's what they are. Doesn't knock them, doesn't make them bad or anything. It just makes them women. But when they recognize that shit in you, then what you're saying is, I want you to be something I can't be. I want you to be the man. I want you to lead me. And I keep telling y'all guys, you guys gave women a taste of the power. And a lot of women don't want to give that up. And what is that power? The power to manipulate you motherfuckers and control you. And here's the fucked up thing about it. Without even trying to manipulate you and control you. That's the fucking crazy thing about it. Think about this. A woman walking down the street has already manipulated you and controlled you, and she hasn't said one fucking word to you. Look at that power right there. You look at her, and you're already in discomfort, indecision, you're worried, anxiety. What do I say? What do I do? Is she going to like me? And guess what? All she's thinking about is, damn, I got to get some cat food for my cat videos. And she ain't even thinking about you. You come in this motherfucker already losing. You see what I'm saying? TTV? That's what I'm talking about. That's where they have the game over you. She hasn't even opened her mouth. You guys go to Instagram or something and look at her photo. She hasn't spoken a word. You just look at her photo, you look at her pictures, and you're already lost. You're already nervous. She's already won, and she hasn't done anything yet. You're ready to put her on this throne, and you're ready to kiss her ass and do everything for what? Pussy? Because what you guys do is you give power to the pussy by showing her, I'm nothing without your pussy. If you can just open your legs for me, you'll make me feel like a better man because I need you and I need your pussy so bad, I would do just about anything to get that pussy from you. I will allow you to walk all over me. I will allow you to dog me out. I will allow you to do all these things, but this is why I keep trying to tell you, this is where a lot of you guys are actually losing in the game, because you're not actually committing to yourself. When are you going to start committing to yourself? When are you going to start embracing the shadow, your shadow, instead of being afraid of it? Most of you guys are afraid to embrace parts of yourselves, okay? Because you feel that I can't, I'm not good enough. Gentlemen, how are you going to get here and learn who you are at your core and communicate to yourself that goes beyond just the words that you say right now? Because think about your words. She's so pretty, she'll never like me. Oh man, look at that woman. I mean, think about, I want y'all just to think for a second. Don't believe me, you know what I'm talking about. How many times do you do on a daily basis go and watch some content creator talk about a woman that has the right to feel what she wants to feel based upon all the motherfuckers she's been around? But yet you place a judgment on her. Man, I can't believe that ain't shit bitch, man. She ain't shit. Look at her. How dare her demand that a guy buy her lobster and shit? Who the fuck does she think she is? But what you're actually saying is that, you know what? If I met her, I really couldn't afford her because I can't afford a lobster. So what makes me feel better is I'm going to talk shit about what she feels. Gentlemen, who gives a fuck what she wants? I never understood that. I never understood that. Question right here. He says, when you say the shadow, you mean the hood? No. I'm saying that a lot of you guys are afraid of your own shadow. Your own shadow. I'm not talking about the hooded guys here in your between your ears. I'm talking about outside of you. You look at yourself and all you do is criticize yourself based off of what a woman thinks. You guys feel, listen, gentlemen, women are going to do what women do. Do you see what I'm saying? Women are going to do what women do, but that doesn't matter what she does. What matters is what you think about when she's doing that thing. Every decision that you make, okay, whether it is independently, whether it is in a spur of the moment, or whatever it is, every decision that you make throughout the day are based upon how you created your world and your environment, your values, your beliefs. Every decision that you have is an influence, but it goes to show you what you have as well. Gentlemen, listen, there's no knock on you. If you see a woman and you feel a lack of confidence, you feel nervous, then it not only shows the woman, but you should see that, look, it's you, it's not the woman. All your experiences and all your influence has no bearing on that woman. She just knows that why would I fly in an airplane of somebody who doesn't believe he can fly the plane? Why would I fuck a guy who believes that he doesn't believe in himself enough? Why would I give that pussy to that guy? Because if I give the pussy to... See, Jill, let me explain something. This is why they don't want to fuck you guys like right now. Because they did that one time and they said, man, never again. I still got a restraining order, that motherfucker. He still follows me around. He is very insecure. He runs around, handcuffs me. He's not sure of himself, and he's just not good for me. I'll never do that again. So anytime I'm around a guy that cannot explain and express himself, I'm not going to fuck with him because I've already went down that road. And girl, I ain't doing that shit again. They're not. They're not going to do that shit again. And when that happens, gentlemen, this is why, okay? This is why many of you guys are having a lot of you guys are having the issues. A lot of you guys are having the problems. And what I'm saying to you guys is this, okay? It's not about showing you how to actually communicate, okay? It's showing you the world behind the communication. And it is a world that you have got to create yourself. See, most of you guys think it's so hard. I just don't know how to communicate myself. I don't know how to explain myself. I don't know how to show her who I actually am, because I feel like if I show her who I am, she's not going to like me. Listen to what you're saying to yourself. Well, let me make sure I catch up on the questions and stuff. Listen to what y'all are saying to yourselves out here, okay? Listen to how you actually feel about yourselves. Most of you out here, and it's so vital to all of this other stuff, is that how are you ruling your world? How are you ruling who you are? Because I'm telling you, you can always, gentlemen, if we can spot it, you can tell it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that in ET, I see what you're saying. That's on paper, but that ain't gonna stick in the game. That ain't gonna stick in the game. It will not. I see what you're saying, but doesn't work that way, buddy. Words on paper will never ever work. I see what you're saying, but it ain't gonna stick, buddy. It will never stick, because most of you guys just don't believe in the words themselves. You can't say that, dog. You cannot talk that way. And that's the worst thing. Listen to what I'm saying. I see what you're saying. Let them be the one to want you. Guys, don't talk that way. Gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying to y'all guys. So many of you guys, the worst thing you can do is lie to the person in the mirror and think that you're more than what you are by saying these things. A lot of these guys puff their chests out and try to pretend, yeah, fuck these women, man. Let them do this and let them be like this and let them be like that. And y'all the first ones to bitch up around women. So what I'm saying to y'all guys out here, please don't talk about that shit. We're not even, y'all shouldn't even be talking about let them be the ones to want you when you don't even want yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't say that. I see where you're trying to be nice to these motherfuckers, but that's the problem. Y'all want to have this thing. Yeah, let these women come to me and shit. Let these women want me, right? Yeah, I see what y'all saying. But you don't even want yourself. You don't even understand yourself. So then when you say all this bullshit, knowing that you fucking lying to yourself, and then a woman doesn't want you, you sink deeper into the self-worth, the unworthy person, the low self-worth, excuse me. Look what how your mind fucks you. It feels good to say, yeah, fuck these women, man. They need to get with me. It feels good to say that. But what you don't understand when you're saying that, you know what the woman's saying? That's so cute. Because they know you ain't about that shit. Okay? They know that. Nah, and Ryan, Ryan, this is... Y'all gotta stop, gentlemen. Y'all gotta stop. Ryan, you're trying to build yourself up by your first statement. And your first statement is your first lie. Because if you had plenty of women, you wouldn't say the statement underneath that. Dog, stop that shit. Come on, man. Y'all see guys, y'all always gonna be like, yeah, you got guys always say, yeah, I'm good looking, but I've got money, but I've got a degree, but y'all have got to stop lying to yourselves and trying to be something to make yourself feel good versus be honest with yourself. Come on, dog. Let's see here. Is it freedom you have? It seems like you can also free her. Is game like a mirror? Dog, what are you talking about? You're all over the place. Reframe that question. I don't even know what you mean. What I'm saying to you guys out here, okay? I'm saying honesty is that I have problems. I'm not good with women. I suck. I'm emotionally driven. I have anxiety. I have fears. And I worry about women. That's the motherfucker that wants to be helped. But the motherfucker that tries to soften the blow, well, yeah, I used to date and I used to be a man and I used to get women back in the day. That motherfucker will never be helped because he is not being honest with himself. And I'm not telling y'all, I'm not telling y'all to be honest here and say and admit that shit to yourself. I'm not saying that. You don't need to admit it here. What you need to do is admit it to yourself and be honest with yourself, because this is not gonna help you. This is always gonna keep you down. It's always gonna be the thumb that's gonna hold you down, hold you back from everything you are, because you guys just actually don't actually believe in the man in the mirror. Okay? Gentlemen, what the game is going to help you with, all you guys out here when it comes to the game. Okay? Because everybody's always going to tell you, and that's what the world does. The world doesn't want you to know that the game allows you to be a free thinker. It's one of the most powerful things, one of the most sexual attractive things that you can have. And guys, y'all will recognize this tonight on tonight's show. Everybody's the sheep. What do you do for a living? When's your last job? What are you looking for? Next. What do you do for a living? Where's your last job? What are you looking for? Next. So you'll see the sheep mentality in there. But what game teaches you is it directs your focus and your attention not on the ass and her titties, not on her lips, her thighs, or her butt cheeks. It'll focus your attention on who you are, of having another level of heightened sense of awareness that goes beyond what you're thinking. See, you have awareness, but you think that's your end. You guys think that what you are right now is the end, and this is who I'm going to be for the rest of my life until I fucking die or whatever the fuck it is. But what I'm saying is that's not you. That's just you at the point of giving up on yourself and realizing that I'm never going to be the right guy for the right girl. I'm never going to get the right girl. She's never going to like me. I'll never be the guy to get the one in the gym and all this other shit that all you guys sit around and say to yourselves. What I'm saying is when you get this game and be a student of the game, you are no longer going to be emotionally involved in the situation. Woo-wee. What does that fucking mean, Steve? No more, no longer will I be emotionally involved. And gentlemen, before you even ask me what it looks like, I'm about to fuck your head up. Before you even ask, Steve, what does that even look like? Not being emotionally involved in a situation. Guys, about to fuck your heads up. You're already doing it right now, motherfucker, and you don't even realize you're doing it. Okay? When we wake up in the morning and we say, damn, I'm tired, but I gotta get out of bed. are you emotionally involved in the situation, or do you get your ass up and get out of the bed? Let me continue. Let me grab this call real quick. Area code 501. What's your name? What's your question, sir? How can I help you? Area code 501.
Hello.
Going once. Sir, what is your name and what's your question, sir? Okay, I guess he hung up. So as I said before, for a lot of you guys out here, as I say for all you guys out there, if you actually think about it, are you emotionally involved when you turn on a light switch in the morning, or when you come home and the house is dark? Are you emotionally involved when you grab a doorknob and turn it and open the door? Are you emotionally involved when you open your car door, turn on your car, or put it from park to drive, or drive to park, or park to reverse? Are you emotionally involved in a situation? No, you're not. Because what you're doing, your heightened sense of awareness shifts from that point. It shifts from that. Because everything is crystal clear to you at that point. In order for me to see you in this room without fucking running into shit, I got to turn on the light, crystal clear. In order for me to back this car up, I got to turn around and check and see what's behind me so I don't run anything, crystal clear. Because at that point, for the first time, what you've always been doing is that you're not into a future or into a past. You're living actually in the present and in the moment, which means is that you actually have the answer. Because guess what, motherfucker? You are the answer. But when it comes to women, you think that you're not the answer. And thus, which triggers you becoming emotionally involved in something. Your game teaches you to be in sync with who you are. Okay? This is when, and it's going to shock you, when you become one thought, one mind, one way, one of one. You don't have to think of the answers. You are the answer. You don't have to think of the solution. You're the solution. All the answers, the solutions, and everything are just going to really appear as if they've been there all this time and I just got to grab it. You know how many steps it takes to get to your light. You know how many steps it takes to get to your bathroom in your head. You know what it is you got to do. And you decide, do I want to grab my toothpaste with my left hand or my right hand? How hard do I want to grip it? All these things actually appear to you. And all these things, and again, what happens is when your mindset is congruent with how you feel about yourself, which is okay to love yourself, it changes everything. You no longer you no longer look at YouTube the way that you look at it. Because think about how you're looking at it right now. You look at a woman that makes a demand, and then you automatically assume every woman is the same way. And that's how your mind works. That bitch, see, I told you fucking blue women ain't shit. Put the color on it. You decide the color. This is why green bitches ain't shit. Look at that green bitch right there. Look at that bitch there. See, fuck that green bitch. See what I told you? Green bitches ain't shit. Guess what your mind forces you to do? It makes you go down a rabbit hole to reinforce why green bitches ain't shit. Because then you'll start watching content from somebody that tells you, see, look what this green bitch did. That green bitch did this and that green bitch did that. See what I'm saying? I knew those green bitches ain't shit. But yet you still want to fuck those green bitches when you see them. You see what I'm saying, guys? See what I'm saying? What I'm saying? You guys out here, gentlemen, your weirdest thing happens. If you ever look for a car, or there's a car like you want to shop for a car, you won't believe it. They'll start popping up around you, and you won't even like, damn, they all around me. It's weird like that because your mind begins to open and expand in so many ways. But when you put a negative spin on something, whatever it is, let's say a green bitch, then that something will always have power over you and dictate how you move in this world. Person. So for all you guys that hate women, all you guys get mad at women, blame women, incel about women, go to the red pill because of women, call them modern because someone said it, all that shit that you make about women. Do you see why women have this hold over you? You see why women make you rethink or overthink what it is you want to do and what it is you want to say? But see, when you had a game, the game takes out the color of the color. The game takes away her religion. The game takes away her political affiliation. The game takes away whatever her thoughts are, whatever she feels, whatever she thinks. The game will strip her ass all the way the fuck down and let us realize that, you know what, man, all that shit doesn't matter to me. Because from that point, we're not looking at her reality and we're not looking at what she thinks and what she believes. Because everything she believes and everything she thinks is her goddamn right to do. But it's none of my fucking business. I don't give a fuck. And gentlemen, what you don't understand is that the reason why you're not going to give a fuck, because you don't fall into the system that was that created the beliefs, her morals or beliefs or judgment. Everything she is off a created system of average motherfuckers. When you see the woman on the pineapple shows, well, I want a guy to make this kind of money. Why? It's not your fucking money. So why do you give a fuck? You see what I'm saying? Guys, I don't give a fuck if you're a security guard, a garbage man, or you work at Walmart. Gentlemen, I'm telling you, what these women see as a dollar sign does not matter when she becomes emotionally and sexually invested in you. Money doesn't matter. Everything falls down. Your money, your clothes, your car. See, this is why a lot of guys get mad at women or green women or blue women or orange women, right? They get mad at these women because they're like, wait a second. She's making all these high-ass demands, which is her right. But you watch what they say. Well, she always fucking Pookie and Boom Boom and Ray Ray. She's always fucking the guy that's on the couch, not doing everything. That's fucked up. Why is she always... I'm better than him. Why is she fucking Pookie, Boom Boom, Ray? Let me tell you why. The Pookies, the Boom Booms, and the Ray Rays that are getting that pussy quickly, fast, and like that. What you don't do, what they do is they strip her down. And I'm not talking about all her clothes. They don't give a fuck about all that shit she wants. She can want all that shit. But your problem is that you look at her telling you what the fuck she wants, and then you make a judgment off of that to say, well, fuck, I don't make six figures. Fuck, I don't have a nice car, and fuck, I don't have all these things. And then you get all in your feelings and shit. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying, gentlemen? I'm saying to you young men out here, this is not about getting mad. And this is not about getting upset. It's about accepting what is. But what is not really what is. What a woman wants will never be our business because I'm never trying to be a want. And yet there lies the problem of your low self-worth, your low self-esteem, because you're trying to fulfill what she wants, thinking that if I fulfill what she wants, she's gonna fuck me. Oh, ladies, y'all are so good with that one. Hey, guys, I gotta give women credit, ladies. Ladies, I really tip my hat off to you, ladies, by telling all these suckers out there what you fucking want. And then they fulfill what you want, and you don't even fuck them, and they don't even realize, wait a second, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep fulfilling her wants? She wants me to do this, and she wants me to do that, and she wants this kind of guy, and she wants this kind of this, and I'm going to fit in to her interpretation of wants. And yet, why does it always end up in the friend zone? Why is it that we always, why is it that we ain't fucking? Why is it I do everything on her want list once, and I try to fit in? And what you'll notice about these guys, because if they don't fit in, well, then I got to try to justify, look, okay, she wants a certain age guy, and you guys that don't even fit the age, she could say, okay, I'm 24, and I want a guy that's 24 to 30. You might be 32 years old. You be like, man, fuck. Look, I know I'm a little older. But understand. Gentlemen, when you learn this motherfucking game, you will never, ever look at her once again, which is going to take away the pressure, because all you're doing is putting pressure on your low self-esteem. You're putting pressure on your low self-worth to try to perform up to a task, to be accepted, to fall into the category of what she wants. And that's not going to get you pussy. Gentlemen, I want y'all to think. Please think for a second. I want y'all to think about something, okay? Think about this, please. If every guy in the world fulfilled everything a woman wanted in a guy, wouldn't she fuck every guy then at that point? Hold on one second. Area code 774, what's your name? And what's your question, sir? I can help you. 774 going once, 774 going twice, 774. All right. So when I'm saying to you guys out here, I want you to think for a second. If every guy out there fulfilled what a woman wanted, and based off those wants, she would fuck those guys. That means she would have to fuck every guy that fulfilled the wants. But wait. Would it be safe to say that maybe the wants are actually a test to see if you're gullible enough to follow a woman's lead? Hold on. Let's slow that down for a second. Wouldn't a woman that actually, gentlemen, puts out all these wants out there to you guys, these fillers, maybe you ever think that maybe she's just sitting back to see, is this motherfucker dumb enough to do this shit? Is he actually, he doesn't know nothing about me, but is he actually gullible enough to do what I want him to do? I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to actually think about that. Because the game is going to teach you guys that it's actually going to create a mechanism for you guys out there, a what we call a thinking mechanism. Okay? It is, for the first time, it is going to allow you to actually look at everything for what it is and not for what you want it to be. And when you have game, what a woman wants, what does it matter? Now I'm dead serious. What does it matter? And this is no knocking. Ladies, you can want what you want, but what you want I don't give a fuck. It does. Gentlemen, listen. Please listen. Gentlemen, y'all gotta understand, because I know a lot of y'all think, damn, y'all kind of being hard on women. We're not being hard on women. But I'm asking you guys a simple question. Why listen to the bullshit? You know the guy that's fucking her is not following her once at all? Do you understand that? Do the guys that get the pussy, do you actually think that what she wants is something that a motherfucker's gonna follow? But you want to know why a motherfucker doesn't follow what a woman wants? Because he's the need. Where she's going to need him more than a simple piddly ass want. Y'all see what I'm saying? Most of you guys out here, the reason why you guys fulfill wants is because of embarrassment. Embarrassment. The fear of being embarrassed because you feel like, well, if she doesn't comply and doesn't give me any play or anything like that, that I'm just not good enough. And all you keep doing day in and day out is not only criticizing yourself, but you're actually rejecting yourself by trying to fulfill her wants. But here's the crazy thing. You want things and she's not fulfilling those things. Can't you wake up to that? I know what you want. You guys want pussy, but you know you ain't getting it. Because you know what a woman is saying? I don't give a fuck what you want. I know what you, hey, watch this. I don't give a fuck what you want. I already know what you want. You want this pussy. And that means if I know what it is you want, then guess whose rules we're going to play by? And the rules called not getting my pussy, but you can go after it if you want. You ain't going to get it. Because you have given her the high ground the moment you start running behind her ass and kissing it. You give her the high ground. And she starts to see the insecurities in you and the fact that you don't even believe in yourself. Gentlemen, when you believe in yourself, don't you put yourself first? Don't you put, but see, wait a second. Do you actually put yourself first when you get around a woman? No. She's so pretty. She's so beautiful. Oh my God. Yeah, tell me about yourself. How you doing today? Wait, look, watch this. Hey, Melly. Hey, ladies. How y'all doing today? Really? Knowing you don't give a fuck how she doing. All right. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, so, I just got on here. So I kind of heard you from LA and everything. So you really like it out there? What? Tito. The only way one can reverse it is we've got to shift. And okay, again, this is where the game comes in at. See, the game is actually going to teach you guys that you've got to empty your cups. All your perceptions that you have are based off of your past. And that's the problem. And I'm not saying it's a great problem, but I'm saying all the negative things that you have are based upon your past of what a woman has done to you. See that? So that means you're moving off of what and listen, ladies, I don't mean virus as a bad thing here. I'm saying virus as in the woman doing something to you. Everything you are right now is something based off what a woman has done to you. But let's unpack that. And this is going to sting. And I know y'all not going to want to hear this, but we got to get to this. You got it in your head that is what a woman has done to you. But when you start to learn this game, you're going to take accountability and realize I trained that woman to do whatever the fuck she did to me. It ain't her fault. I did that shit. But see, you can't see that yet. That's what I'm saying. You can't see that right now. Right now, you're the victim. Right now, she has done something to you. She has hurt you. She has used you. She has abused you. She has done something to you right now. And all you're doing is holding on to that fucking lie, that fucking fairy tale. And that fairy tale is put you on a different road. It shifted you, moved you on a totally different pathway. And everything that you do and everything you say and everything you are based on what the woman did to you in the past. Now, when you start to become a student of the game, it's going to sting. Because then you're going to start to realize that she didn't do anything to me at all. I trained her to do this to me. I told her to do these things to me. I said that this is who I am. I'm a rug. You can walk on over me. You can use me. You can abuse me. And what's so crazy about it is most of you guys don't even see what's going on. All you guys see when you see these women dog out these men because you're a victim in all this, you feel bad for the guy. And you're like, damn, that's fucked up. That bitch is fucked up, man. That's fucked up her doing that to that guy. But the game is going to tell you, wait a second, hold up. Is it the woman doing this to the guy? Or the first moment that the woman chin checked him to check and see what kind of man he was, he buckled like a bitch, which told her that I can do whatever the fuck I want. You ain't going nowhere. You want this pussy so bad, you're going to let me talk down to you. You're going to let me walk all over you. You're going to let me mistreat you. You're going to let me do whatever I want. Because once I give you this pussy, then at that point, man, I don't have to give it to you no more. Because you're going to do whatever the fuck I say. But see, nobody looks at the game that way. Nobody looks at the game. Right. It's a shift because your beliefs are conditioned off of what a woman has done to you. Not what you allowed her to do to you. In your mind, it is what she has done to you. That woman treated me bad and that woman dogged me out. But once you get down that path, what happens is then once that relationship is over, you're so heartbroken, sad, and miserable, which it is what it is. But the next time you see a woman, all your assumptions are based off of that road that you are on. But it's not even the woman that you're making the assumption over. You're making the assumption over yourself. You're sitting here and saying that, you know what, man, I'd sure be lucky if I get to pussy like that. Man, I hope she can like a guy like me. Man, what can I do to get her to be interested? Man, I know I ain't shit, but man, let me see if I can cover all that up and shit and put on this clown makeup and shit and shuck and jive and try to get her to actually like me. Question is, hold on, shit. Whenever you mold and shape yourself into, is how they will see you and treat you. Let me see. Whenever you mold yourself, shape yourself into, whenever you mold and shape yourself into is how they will see and treat you. No. You can't mold what you don't know, young man, so there is no mold. You're a lump of clay waiting for her to mold you. No. You ain't, dog, whoa, time out. When you ain't game to fuck up, you're just a lump of clay waiting for the next person to come in and shape you into their interpretation, where their ideas and expectations are. You're just a lump of clay because you don't have any standard, because you're anchored on a person that you don't believe in. So if you don't believe in yourself, you're not anything. You can try to cover it up in a nice suit, and you can try to cover it up with a nice job, and you can cover it up with muscles, and you can cover it up with a nice car, but you always going to be molded by her interpretation because she's going to recognize the femininity in you based off of how you think and feel about yourself. So, dog, no. There is no mold here. And I'm just keeping it dead. It's a great question, but No. This is where many of you go wrong, but I'm trying to help you see this stuff. Gentlemen, think about this, please. And I want y'all to think. Look at how you're moving. I expect if I buy her dinner, she should fuck me. I expect if I buy her a drink, she should fuck me. I expect if I say hello to her, she should fuck me. I expect whatever and put fuck me in that, and that's the majority of you guys out there. But I'm going to show you where you go wrong. Write this down. This might sting. Please write this down. It is crazy how you have the gall to have all these expectations of all these women, but you don't have one fucking expectation of yourself. You have all these expectations of what she should do for you, but you have no expectations of yourself. Because with you have no understanding of how to better yourself, no understanding how to see yourself. What is the expectation of stop being passive? I need to stop moving this way. I need to stop putting women on a throne. You don't even have those expectations. The only expectation that you have, and I say this with love, is of everybody outside of yourself. That's crazy. Who are we to play judge and jury over somebody else? But only ones we should be judge and jury on is ourselves. I don't have any expectation of a woman because I don't give a fuck what a woman does. That's why I don't do what you want to do. Free fucking will. Do whatever you want. I have no expectations of you. But the moment, gentlemen, write this down. The moment you set an expectation on a woman is the moment you place a judgment on that woman. The moment you judge a woman is the moment that you are playing by her rules. Because you're saying, this is what I expect of you. But now watch this, gentlemen. Watch, flip it. Watch this, guys. Watch this. But Steve, all these women are going around with all these expectations. Gentlemen, guess what? They're fucking emotional. They should have all these fucking expectations. They're women. They should expect all these goddamn mythical things, these knights in shining armors and jewelry and fancy cars and rides and all. They're women. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I expect a guy to make 7 figures. So? Who gives a fuck about their expectation? Because, gentlemen, when you are the expectation, her expectations go the fuck away. Meaning, when you are the need, the wants go away. She can want a blue guy with purple eyes that shoot rays, walks on water, and slays dragons. Why do you give a fuck? You want to know why? Because you're falling into the trap that she's setting for you. If you are moved by what a woman expects, then what does that say about your character? Hold on, let's soak this up. Let's slow it down. Think about this. If you are moved or pissed off by what a woman is asking for, what does that say about you? I mean, it's weird. You know, squirrels walk and cross the street and do all these things, and y'all don't give a fuck about what squirrels think and stuff like that, but yet y'all care about what women do and what women think. You see what I'm saying? How to eradicate attachments to people. No, you got to be in the game, Mo. I keep telling y'all, game trumps all. When you don't have game, you're not rooted in anything. So that means you're going to hold on to the beliefs, regardless if they serve you or not. How is it serving you if she wants an 8-foot guy? How is it serving you if she expects lobster and steak? How is that serving you? You know why? Because you're looking at the woman to tell you what you should be when you should say, I don't give a fuck what you think I should be. Oh, wait, what? Because when you think like that, that kind of shifts her reality. What do I keep telling you? Guys, you have the power to either bend her reality, break the reality, bend the algorithm, or break the algorithm. You have that power. Because if her reality and her algorithm is based off of weakness, listen to what I'm saying, based off of weakness, gentlemen. Her reality, her algorithm, she only knows guys who don't lead by example. She only knows soft. She only knows excuses. She only knows no social skills. She only knows lies, manipulation, deception, thirst, neediness, desperation, and creepiness. That's all the algorithm knows. So based off the algorithm and the reality, she set the bar. She's saying, if you want my pussy, you can't be these things. You can be my friend. You can't be these things. I cannot fuck with a female. That's what she's saying. I can't fuck with I want a man. I want a man. That's what we're trying to get you young men to see, that y'all are actually missing the mark on. Because there's no certainty in you young men out there, and y'all are really stressing yourselves out. Gentlemen, listen. Y'all are stressing yourselves out. Y'all are smoking, y'all are drinking, y'all are doing things because y'all are so fucking uncomfortable with the feeling that you're not in control. And it's listen, gentlemen, I'm telling you it's okay. I'm not going to knock you because you don't feel that you're in control. Because you're not taking the throne. You can't be in control of your own self if you're not sitting at the seat. I understand that you feeling unworthy of yourself feels awful. And I understand that a lot of you guys, it opens doors to stress and it affects you where you got to do things to your body and you got to drink things and you got to take things because you're in this reality and you want to do something just to get away from the reality because the pain, depression, for a lot of guys out there, midlife crises and all that other stuff. It's so hard to live in this world, and I just want to get away from this world because I just don't like the world that I'm in. But who's controlling the world? Who is actually controlling the world? You're not even in control of the world that you're stressed over. But yet you expect everybody to feel sorry for you. Gentlemen, y'all got to see, y'all know this on the Pineapple Show. Y'all will notice all this stuff. But for all you guys, you just feel stuck. And you feel like you just can't get out of it. You feel that your life is just stagnating. You feel like things are not going anywhere fast. Okay? But what I'm saying to you guys out here, you have got to not look at the world the way you're looking because the change, change doesn't help when you decide to wear a piece of clothing. Change doesn't help when you decide to change your job for yourself and all this other stuff. Change happens when you decide to stop walking in the fucking direction you're going into mentally. Because all you're doing is going in a direction. You're either, listen, you're not moving forward. You can't. See, the reason why you're not moving forward is because you have systematically created bridges and nets underneath you. You have created ships to run back to. When shit ain't going right, you can run back to safety. You always can run back to safety. And that's what we're trying to tell you. You can't run from yourself. You have got to evolve yourself. Gentlemen, who you are today doesn't mean you can't be somebody tomorrow. It's just that your mind thinks that who you are today is who you are every day, and this is what I'm going to be. Stagnation. So you have already given your power away, because who are you giving your power away to? Women. You're letting a woman define you, a stranger. You're letting a woman on YouTube that you never met before define you. You're letting a woman on the app define you. The woman walking down the street define you. The woman at the bar, the club, the wedding, the bar mitzvah, the funerals, wherever you see them, you're letting them define who you are, because you're saying that's the only way I'm going to be whole, because I need a woman in my life, because some fucking body told me that's how relationships work. Okay? That's what I'm saying to you guys out here. You see what I'm saying? You are always going to feel stuck because you are always going to worry too much. Always worrying about what might happen. If I do this, she might turn me down. I mean, she might say no, and man, she might not like me, and she might do this, and she might do that. You see what I'm saying? She might do all these things, all right? But how do you know? I mean, how do you know? Oh, she might do this, she might do that. I mean, look at her. She's so beautiful. I mean, she'll never like a guy like me. Why should she like you then? You know how a man does it? He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't think. Just like you turn on a light switch, he just goes over there and gives her an opportunity. And I know that shit went right over your heads. Because, see, you can't give a woman or be an opportunity to a woman if you haven't created the opportunity. Gentlemen, you can learn game and create the opportunity. But if you're not an opportunity, you will always be the option. You will always be the option, because an option will always worry. An option will always be disappointed. An option will always have a limited hope of himself and a hope of relationships. We're saying in his mindset, oh, marriages are terrible. Don't get married. Relationships are bad. Don't get in relationships. Women are bad. Always this limited hope of bad things when he is an option. I am opportunity. I'm going to lead. Listen, gentlemen, I'm talking about the fucking arrogance of you to think, and this is okay, that if she's lucky enough to fuck with me, that if things don't work out between us, I'm going to leave her ass better off than what I found her. And that ain't a fucking mean thing to say. It's the fucking truth. When you are the opportunity. Opportunity doesn't look down at itself. Opportunity doesn't make excuses. Opportunity doesn't blame. Opportunity doesn't give a fuck. Opportunity has emotions because opportunity loves himself. But opportunity is never emotional, because what a woman does is not, hey, she lost out on the opportunity. I didn't lose. She lost out on me. But that's what I'm saying. Women cannot scan opportunity. And this, listen, gentlemen, this is going to sound mean to women. And this is not being mean to you ladies. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you ladies. Your scanning and your sensors only go as far as opportunity. It's options. Your programming is based on opportunities. Excuse me, options, not opportunities. Options, I'm sorry. Options. So everything a woman knows, and this is why she recognizes, because she can't, the mind cannot process or recognize opportunity. It stops at options. Gentlemen, and this is no knock on women. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's why they got this fucking control over you motherfuckers. Because all they see are options. An option to date, an option to buy me things, an option to drive me places. He's just an option. Opportunity changes the algorithm, changes the reality, changes the behavior, and forces her to be more than the subtotal she is to the average motherfucker. Period. What I'm saying is that everything speed that they base themselves on, sir, are options. Her world and her reality and her interpretation of dating and what she's looking for is based off of nothing but option motherfuckers that have limited hope, constant disappointment, always worrying. They have a blurry vision of the future. That means that they can't even see past their own fucking nose. They don't know where, because they want to be led by the woman and shit. They don't know what they want. They don't know their passions. They don't know who they are. So they can only be her option, not her opportunity. An opportunity shifts everything, period. Opportunity changes the mindset, changes the behavior. Because opportunity, dog, you mean, oh my God, self-worth? Self-worth is at such a high, they will call you an asshole. Why are you so fucking arrogant? And why do you think you're God's gift to the world? You don't have any money and you don't have any status and all that other shit. But motherfucker, when am I defining myself by status? Do you understand a real motherfucking man doesn't define himself by status? That's what the meat. Understand, gentlemen, please understand. Look, it's like y'all guys are in a fishbowl. Okay, so think about an ocean that's limited, right? In that ocean, you're in this fishbowl inside of an ocean that is limitless. But in that fishbowl, you are limited by how you feel about yourself. So everybody's eating off of you. Marketers, advertisers, everybody's feeding off of you. Because all you're saying is that just take what you want from me. Please like me. Please accept me. Please don't get mad at me. Please don't leave me. Please love me. Please fuck me. That's all y'all are saying, constantly begging and begging and begging. Where the motherfuckers that's outside of that motherfucker, they like, I don't give a fuck. But why do they want to fuck with us? Because they're like, damn, I like how this motherfucker is moving. Damn, this motherfucker's kind of sexy in how he is. He's not moving. He's not budging. He doesn't give a, he's so quick to get rid of me. He's so quick to say no. He's so quick, he doesn't even care. And why doesn't he care? Do you see what I'm saying, gentlemen? Do y'all see what I'm saying? An opportunity, gentlemen, will never be mentally drained by a woman. Guys, the moment a woman says, no, you're gone. You out for the count. Man, y'all like, you know what? Hey, man, I'm going to go get some pussy tonight. Yeah, it's going to be hot at the club tonight. Man, yeah, I'm going to go try to fuck some women tonight. Let's go. Let's go fuck some women and give them some of our cock. Or how y'all motherfuckers talking shit, right? You get to the club and the first woman that turns you down, you like, man, that's it, dog. I'm just gonna just take my drink and just hold it and watch the bitches and shit, man. This shit ain't even live, man. I'm just gonna get wasted over. I'm just gonna sip on some shit. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all allow the world to mentally drain you. But see, that's what a option does. Mentally drain you. Mentally. Because the thing about an option is that you guys unfortunately lack focus. And listen, what I'm saying is, listen, this doesn't make you a bad person. This is me not trying to talk down to you. But in order to break and bend her reality and algorithm, what the fuck do you think we got to do to your reality and algorithm? Your reality and their algorithm lacks focus because there's so much going on with you. You feel that I just can't focus on anything. And watch tonight. You want to know what lack of focus does? Is ask boring ass questions. See, dog, when you're focused on you, you are a statement. You make statements. Everything you say is and always will be a statement, gentlemen. It will. And that's why I always tell you guys. Now, gentlemen, if y'all got a question, go ahead and put a Q because we're not going to stay on too long. But I wanted to actually talk to y'all. Hold on a second. All right. Hold on a second. I got to make this on. So I've got a question. Go ahead and ask because I got some business to take care because we got a show tonight. So, but what I want, wait a second. What I want you guys to realize at the end of the day, the self-worth that you have, it's cool to have it. It's not bad to not have it. I'm just want to let y'all know. It's not a bad thing. The bad thing is knowing that you have it, but you're not doing anything about it. That's where it's bad. In order for you to change, one has to be a student of the game. That means knowing yourself. This is, again, not women or anything. It's just actually learning yourself because, gentlemen, we are, 21 days away from, or 20 days away from August, and that's when they're coming. They're here. All the women, all the new animals are here in the Serengeti. And a new batch of women coming in. They're already in your town. They're already here, setting up their apartment, getting their shit together. What are you gonna do about it? Okay. What are you guys going to do? And all I say for you guys out there, the more you focus on yourself, women need to see a man that has belief in himself. Women needs to see a man that has inspiring, man. If you're not inspiring, how are you going to inspire her to want to call you, text you, look at you, kiss you, hug you, talk dirty to you, and eventually fuck you? How are you going to inspire that when you're not even inspiring yourself because you don't believe in yourself? And that's what we're saying for you guys out here, man. We want you to start believing in yourself. Listen, I know you don't. And listen, it's okay, gentlemen. I want to say to all you guys out there, don't be mad and don't be upset that you're where you are right now. That's not the problem. This is not the end. You just got to wake up and decide, do I want to stay in this prison inside this fishbowl and wither away and wait for midlife crises and everything to happen to me? Or do I want to get out and explore my world and my mind and realize that I am more than just a piece of clothing, a weight, a shoe, or a car? Because the only way you're going to change the game up is a woman needs to know you're that motherfucker. When women will fuck with opportunities, they will play with options. Period. Women will not fuck with somebody that just is not doing it. And you see that out there. Y'all will see that tonight. And I said it to all you guys. You'll see that tonight. Y'all will be able to see that tonight. So we're gonna do the pineapple show tonight, gentlemen, and stuff like that, man. We'll knock that out. We'll definitely knock that out, gentlemen. So I'm gotta wrap this up. I got stuff to do, but yeah, we got a few more hours, gentlemen. We'll kick off the pineapple show. And we hope that you're there. But listen to what I'm saying. Gentlemen, I want y'all to do 2 homework assignments. Homework number 1, go to YouTube, watch any reaction video on a woman that is anything, any thought that she has. And I want you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, before I watch this show today, would I be really mad at that woman for what she's saying? Because then you need to think about it. What was it that she's saying that would make me mad? See, question the question. See what I'm saying? I want you guys out here to look at the game, because remember, I always want you guys to I want you guys to see it. You see what I'm saying? I want you guys to go and just go on YouTube and watch any reaction video on a woman saying something about, I want a man, and, you know, don't date brothers or white men or Spanish men or blue men or whatever the fuck, anything that's going to make you mad. And I want you to look at it in a different perspective and ask yourself, why am I allowing this person who I don't even know, or what she's saying? Why is that making me feel some kind of way? Because the only way you're going to recognize if someone has a hold on you by putting yourself in a situation that you've always been in. Just do that. If you do it, you will be able to recognize. See, you got to recognize, but not just, is that making me mad? Why is that making me mad? If you're watching something where a woman says, oh, he's got to take me out to dinner, and you're like, man, fuck that bitch, man, that bitch is full of shit. That's cool. But the question is, why is that woman that you don't know, why are her words moving you like that? Why are you so mad at what she's saying? It's actually questioning that, okay? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying, Purple, to get people to see that we got to stop. Game doesn't look at color, guys. Game doesn't look at color, race, religion, political affiliation, or anything like that. Game doesn't look at any of that. But the thing that we're trying to get you to do is ask yourself, why am I so upset at what I'm watching? Why is that pissing me off, okay? All right? And that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying to all you guys out there, this is why we want y'all to win. This is why we want y'all to soak this up. And this is how y'all can get it. Guys, you need to get your pathway and everything like that. You know, to get at me, the man mindset at gmail.com, the male mindset at gmail.com, the man mindset at gmail.com. Gentlemen, you can just send an email or something like that, and we will chop it up. But as I said before, gentlemen, it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but the process is recognizing that you got to start recognizing, why are women making me so emotional? Meaning that me watching something that they say or do is putting me in a way where I am upset, mad, angry, bitter, or I'm cussing her out or something. That's being emotional. So we've got to look at the why. So that's your homework assignment. That's all I want you to do. There's no judgment, but you got to be honest with yourself. I don't give a fuck what your answer is. I'm saying, go to any reaction or anything that you see a woman doing something that you don't like. Maybe go back to before you watch this show. Maybe there was something that you watched before you watched the show that pissed you off. Go back and look at it and ask yourself, why did that woman move me like that? Why is what she's saying? Why am I so mad at what she's saying? Because that's when you'll know how deep of an option you are. You can't get to opportunity until you kill off the option thinking. You've got to get rid of and destroy that, gentlemen, okay? All right, guys, we will see y'all Pineapple Show in a few hours, man. I'm the Dean. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you.